Hey everybody,
Hey.
it's Dave.
And Lori.
Yeah, and hopefully we got it right this week.
Oh boy.
I'm pretty confident that it is. So we shall see, I suppose. But yeah, gonna end up doing, I think I mentioned it in this week's video earlier that I ended up earning a bag this week. So we're gonna be building some more of the Disney Castle.
Not where.
I'm gonna be building, that's true. Yeah, I've earned this bag.
You earned it. You bask in that glory.
Oh, I am. I'm excited about dropping the weight more than building the bag, honestly.
Yeah.
So kind of excited to see what happens tomorrow, whether or not we're going to end up earning bags again, or whether just Lori does, or both of us. We'll see. So on that note, though, I don't know that I necessarily see anybody in the chat, so maybe I did get it wrong. Hard to say. Although I think you verified and you saw it, right?
I did.
Okay, that's good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I guess start building here.
I get to watch.
Yeah, she gets to watch me build it.
I do have some craft stuff out here to paint.
Yeah, why don't you talk a little bit about all the new fun stuff you've been doing? No? You don't feel like sharing that?
This is your stream.
I understand, but you could share. Okay. So I'll talk a little bit about some of the new stuff I've been doing.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot of good stuff.
Well, I appreciate you. Thanks for saying good stuff. I felt like that could have been debatable a little bit.
I think anytime you try to improve things is a good.
Well, good. I'm glad that yeah. Just built Minnie Mouse.
Minnie.
So I got to build Minnie. That was kind of a cool little bow on her hair. So we got one more minifigure added to our castle. She can go right behind Mickey.
Yeah, I will say to the one person that's viewing that Luke's not feeling.
There's actually another person, so or at least there was, and then they ditched us.
Yeah, Luke's not feeling good.
Luke is not feeling good. But this morning was super cute. Luke just basically laid on me the entire morning while he watched Scott play a video game and watched a movie. We put Bolt on this morning.
Oh, that's cute.
And Scott just sat up on the ottoman watching the movie. And Luke just laid on my chest watching it the entire hour and a half. He did not move, which was really crazy for him.
Yeah, that's very crazy. Yeah, so keep him in your prayers that he is okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It stinks when you don't feel good.
Hopefully he gets a good nap in, though, because I feel like he probably didn't sleep great last night. I know he woke up pretty early this morning. You had to go in.
Anyway, I interrupted what you had been working on.
Yeah, it's okay. So I've been purchasing a bunch of sets, and I'm going to start doing, or have started doing, I suppose, more Lego investing, which involves purchasing sets, putting them on a shelf, waiting somewhere between 6 and 24 months, depending on the set.
We're a big storage unit.
It does feel that way a little bit in the basement, although I'm proud of it. So we got shelves set up. We got some. I don't like this white paint. Yeah, I got shelves set up down there. Been looking for some pretty good deals, trying to do a little bit of research in essence to figure out what sets I think will end up performing well afterwards. I've been purchasing those. We got our, and I guess I don't know whether we talked about that already or not, but we got our DBAs done, both for my business and Lori's business.
That was a big one.
Yeah, that was a nice thing to have off the list. We do still have to do the
IRS thing. Oh no, I did that.
We have the our employee ID number. What we don't have though is our sales use tax ID number. So it's almost there. We're working on it still, I suppose. But why does this not look right? Because I skipped a step. So yeah, anyway, I got that set up. We got that set up. and created a little website. You are welcome to check it out if you're interested, although it's not quote unquote fully live, I guess is the way I would describe that. I've got stuff posted on there. I have it marked as not accepting orders at the moment, just because I'm still kind of playing with it all and trying to figure out what I want to do. But if you go to scottstoys.com, it'll actually take you to our site, or at least my site. And I've got some of the older stuff kind of posted up on there. So I got a lot of work to do yet. So kind of playing around with that, playing around with figuring out, what stuff I want to list on BrickLink, what stuff I want to list on Facebook Marketplace.
I think the hardest part for both of ours, right, has been like the settings. And you don't know what the options really are until you go through the whole doggone process and put it up and then realize like, ugh.
Yeah, understanding it or whatever, right? There's, there's guides out there, I guess, but, no one's trying to inevitably do the exact same thing as you.
Yeah.
And so you're really just trying to take and look at some of that, watch some of that, read about some of that, and try and figure out how to apply it towards what you really want to end up doing.
Yeah. And
that can be a little challenging.
Yeah.
But it's going pretty good. It's moving along. It's progressing. I want to make some more progress with it, some more today. And hopefully like that. I've got a lot of old stuff that I don't want to say has been sitting around for a long time, but it's at least been available, or it was a part of our collection, I guess, is kind of really what it was. Stuff that I purchased and picked up, not necessarily with the intent of resale, but
that you enjoyed and now you just don't have room.
Yeah, enjoyed, didn't have room, or I enjoyed the hunt, the find, looking for the deals, collecting.
Men always enjoy that hunt.
Oh boy. Yeah. So anyway,
it just got weird.
Yeah, that's okay. Where was I?
You were posting some things that.
Oh yeah. So some of the older one-off stuff that enjoyed, and it's a lot of it's still sealed. We didn't necessarily get around to building it. Hey, the first sticker.
Yay. Oh no, I had a sticker.
Did you? Oh, you.
Yeah, it was.
Was there a separate sheet just for one?
Not a clock.
That was a printed piece. Clock face.
Yeah, that's why I said no, not the clock. It was something though. I know I put a sticker on something.
Okay.
Because I was really shocked that you.
It's possible that it came with a second sticker sheet. Although these stickers I'm not a big fan of.
Because they're more thick.
Well, no, they're having me put this tiny sticker on this giant section of wall.
Oh.
Which isn't even the right section.
It gives you a lot of flexibility to put it wherever you want.
See, I was going to put it in the wrong spot is what I was going to do. Brandon, I could have moved the pieces because it's the same piece type.
Yeah. How dare you.
All right. Let's get this. All right, I'm happy with that. There's our sticker. Boom. Can't see a reflection.
There it goes. I like it.
All right.
How artistic of you.
So a lot of the stuff that's been, that in essence I'm posting now, making available now, time to start clearing out now, whatever we want to call it, I guess. Flipping, selling, whatever. Motion of the garage. Delivery truck on a Sunday? It's just a lot of one-off because it was stuff that I purchased thinking like, oh, well, we don't have that. And at the time, it seemed feasible that you could kind of collect one of everything because we didn't know, or I didn't know. I'm like, oh yeah, like, oh, we don't have this set. It'll just be like a library, like, oh, all the numbers in a row. And then you quickly realize, wait a minute, that's completely not feasible at all. So, that's kind of where that's at, I suppose.
Except we were joking about having him get one of those pods those portable.
Oh, yeah, big storage unit.
Storage unit, putting it in our backyard.
Put it in the yard, yeah.
He can just save room for a bed out there.
Not sure how I feel about that one.
Just kidding.
Yeah. We've got a chunk of the wall done. We just got this one bag, so it's probably not going to be a super long stream.
No. And because you know how to do pieces, unlike that other stream that.
Yeah, what were we? What was it that we were having trouble with?
I just couldn't put.
I don't even remember. Together. Was that what it was? You were just okay.
It was late. It was a long day. We had done. Yeah. Anyway.
So anywho, oh hey Titanium J, thanks for joining. We're just building bag 5. You're the first person who's managed to show up and say hi. So I appreciate you jumping in.
Over here.
Yeah, there's gonna be a slight lag. So we're using StreamYard, which I think you can tell. Yeah, it's up there in the top. I was just talking about the website that I've been tossing up and some of the old sets, in essence, that it's time to offload, get rid of.
Your prices are good though, so I think even local.
I think so. It's hard for me looking at them though. I think because I look at it from the perspective of like, oh, hang on, this doesn't look right. It was not right. That's why it didn't look right. Like I wouldn't buy it for that price, I guess, because I'm not looking really for that used item really.
Yeah.
Well, these aren't used. These ones.
I thought you said it was stuff that you liked and you were getting rid of. Oh.
It's stuff that I purchased and never, it was at the time, right? It was just that it's a library of all these different sets and hey, I don't have it, so I might as well buy it. Yeah, I don't have any of the used ones posted yet, but yes, you're right. Those ones are a little different.
The point of that was I was just going to say that your prices are good enough that it's going to be easy to kind of offload some of those because especially in our area, some people just don't really mind if they're because their kids do them and then they get rid of them. They don't go in like a big basement. Yeah,
that's totally fair.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, so those are kind of up again, Titanium J. If you care to check it out, it's like a trial site right now. So I don't have orders activated, but scottstoys.com in essence does have some of the sets that will end up going live. Just doing debating between Bricklink and that, and figuring out where I want stuff to exist and live. A lot of back and forth.
I think it's also hard with the Bricklink thing because unless you're in the community or you kind of know about it, there's not really any advertising or anything for it. Yep. So you don't really know that you can go there. And if you have maybe heard of it, it's because of pieces. Like, yeah, and if you don't want pieces, why would you go there?
Yes, that is 100%. Well, more stickers.
It's just
100% fair.
The getting the word out and sharing that is hard.
Yeah, so I think I think having them on Bricklink is good for, again, the people that are aware of Bricklink and know how to use it, but there needs to be another avenue for everybody else, which hopefully is a large part of the market. I guess it depends, right? It's, are the people looking for these old retired sealed sets? I think some of the ones that I have on there right now, I don't know that is a general public thing, but.
No, that's, I think, probably the people who already know about Bricklink.
Yeah, that's probably
will be looking for the retired ones because otherwise, if it was some of my mom friends, they'd be like, what?
Well, we thought that, but there were a lot of people, at least with like the Harry Potter and some of those other things. And we had people asking about castle stuff, right?
But not like, what did you have on there? Like your train? Was there a train or a subway thing that you had on? It was like $125 or something like that.
The Legoland thing?
No, the page that you just had open earlier. It was like a city.
Oh, that tiny city, that Crook one, Crook Pursuit.
I don't know, it was like $125.
There's some cool sets on the website. Thanks, Titanium J. Yeah, these are a lot of my old finds. So there's right now, that's all the stuff that quote unquote came from the personal collection that are going to be posted, because I went through everything and said, all right, which ones do I really care about? What are the kind of sets that we want to keep, or that I want to keep for us? And those ones in essence didn't make the cut. I like the modular buildings. I like some of that stuff. So these things, even though there's some pretty cool stuff in there, like that castle would normally be something.
Can't have everything.
Yeah.
There's just not room.
And so instead, I can still buy everything if I'm just buying it not for me.
So kind of like my crafts is what you're saying.
Oh,
I want to make
100%.
all the things,
it's
but
exactly.
I need people to buy it to get it out of the house.
I'm glad that you understand. We are on the same page right now. Yeah. So anyway, so that's it's up there.
You've been working hard at it though. It's a big learning thing.
Yeah, it's a huge learning curve. Although, like, if the website's something that I'm going to keep going with, it's not hard at all to get other things up there. I need to work out the shipping side of it a little bit. And or if I want to use Facebook Marketplace, whether I'm going to link that back to Bricklink or whether I'm going to link that to the website, because I think you can do either or do direct through Facebook Marketplace, because I think all of them are viable options.
Well, you're going to hit different people with.
Yeah, different audiences.
I know we kind of talked about this earlier, but like I don't really care for the website for my stuff because there's so many different options, because I do like the custom shirts and the whatever that it's like, okay, so what size do you want? What color do you want? What color ink do you want? Is there a special name you want on it? Like it's so many different things, unless we had unlimited funds and we could hire somebody to say, put this on.
No.
Or like give me a template.
Sure.
That like I just need to.
Such that you could go to and fill out all that detail, because it's very specific and customized per item and yada yada. That's what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, your custom stuff obviously is going to be a lot harder to have on a site, right? When we go to a site, we're not ordering something custom, right? We're going in and saying, hey, that's something I like. That's something I want. I'm going to buy it.
Right.
Right. And so I think you can have that with a lot of your stuff and just don't make it as custom.
Yes, it's so hard for my mind.
Right. I mean, in all honesty, it's the stuff that you can,
like here's
move
just a
quicker.
gray shirt with text. And if you don't like the text,
but you can have
it.
Right. I mean, you've got the modifiers in there or whatever it was called, such that, right, you can have hey, cool, here's the color options for the shirt, and here's the vinyl or the ink color for it. And just those are the two selections, and that's it. So Titanium says, personally, I've been thinking of selling at least some of my Star Wars sets. I love Star Wars, but I find that I'm not really enjoying Lego Star Wars. Star Wars is definitely one for me that I feel like I'm a huge Star Wars fan, or at least a big Star Wars fan. I enjoy all the movies. I enjoy the new Mandalorian show, which, time-wise, we don't necessarily get to watch it all. But along those lines, I think a lot of the sets I don't care about. And it's the same even over in the city stuff and the Marvel stuff. Like I like all those themes and the IPs and licenses, but I don't necessarily care for all the sets. I like the stuff that's super high quality. So in the Star Wars world, right, the UCS sets are the ones those would be the things I would hold on to. And I think I've only got a couple of them, a handful of them. So those will be ones that I keep, because I think those are really meaningful, really detailed, super high quality, a little more in that rare or hard to get aspect versus the, here's a Luke's land speeder. And it's like, okay, you maybe keep one of them, but then they come out again and again and again. And, at some point, I think the hope is, and this happened, I think, with some of the TIE fighters and stuff like that, is where once you do have a UCS version of it, something that has that high quality look and feel to it, then the non-UCS ones really don't feel that important or impressive to me. And so those would be a good candidate to say, look, time to get rid of all these. I don't need them.
So I don't know if this is like a silly question, but is there anything in the Lego world where I'm trying to form my thought here.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Titanium J is done with Star Wars and you really liked Star Wars, you could exchange, I don't know, for City or whatever, that like a swap.
I mean, there's no automated space for it.
But like, is that a thing, or is it just, no, I have to sell this to whoever?
I think we've had some people. I mean, Titanium. I guess let us know what your thoughts are on that. But I've had some people reach out occasionally, looking to trade stuff. Right, like they wanted the Death Star, and they were talking about some of the sets that they had available, or asking me like what kind of sets I'm interested in. And it was hard for me because it was the modulars was the answers, which were on a different scale for the stuff that they had. So I was like, well, he wasn't really looking to buy. But I think sometimes people trade. It's
hard though, because it's not like a library book, right? It's like you guys are weird with like you like the clicking that like when it's a new piece, so it snaps. Where if it's been through a couple owners or whatever, you're like,
Well, yeah, I mean, some of the pieces do age, like some of them, the really old sets at least, and hopefully Lego has resolved this, but I don't think we'll know about it for a few years. Some of the old pieces over time, they get brittle. And so if you start taking apart some of the old sets, they'll actually break. The pieces will during the removal.
Interesting. You wouldn't think that would be something that they would allow.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's that they allowed it so much as the fact that they didn't know about it, right? They produced these pieces, and until they were out there for 5, 10, whatever number of years that was to be qualified as old, you didn't get that feedback. It was, hey, look, they worked. Look how many click cycles we had. And all those things are fine, but what about the, exposure to whether it's the light, the heat, the cold? I don't know what it is that causes them to do that. Hey, the stud, thanks for hopping in. So Titanium says, I stick to Ninjago a lot because everything feels new and fresh. Even the legacy sets bring a new aspect to the older designs. I do like those a lot. I really like the brand new ones with the golden figures in them.
What's the legacy ones?
I think legacy was, and Titanium can correct me here if I get something wrong, but I think what it was, originally they had all these Ninjago sets that followed the different seasons of the TV series. And then
the cartoon.
The Lego Ninjago cartoon. And then after a while, I don't know what season they're up to now, like 12, 13, something like that.
42.
Who knows? They instead of releasing another new one, they released a line of legacy sets that basically are, they're going back and hitting on either things they didn't do or things they did, but tried to improve them a lot from the older show, the older seasons.
Gotcha.
So they, not like a set of re-releases, but I think some of them were sets that they had released previously, either with more details, more accurate to what was in the show, things like that.
Okay.
So.
Makes sense.
The stud says, how we doing today? Doing pretty good. Scott is out with some friends.
Yeah, he was invited to go sledding.
Yeah,
she actually just sent me a message. That's why I was on my phone.
She
asked if he was afraid of heights. I'm like, I don't think so. Like how high? Like how high is this hill they're going to?
I'm wondering if they're going to like a ski resort, like a ski hill, taking one of the ski lifts up.
He is not that kind of kid.
Please, Lord, do not let us come back with a broken leg.
Oh, he won't go down. Oh.
Well, that's too bad. So Titanium says, trades are possible. Never done one myself, but if someone had a bunch of Ninjago stuff and wanted my Star Wars stuff, then I'd be willing to trade. Yeah, right. I mean, all of our interests change over time, and so I think that makes sense. But even if you were doing the trade thing, kind of to get back to that, I think the way you would justify the trade, right, is by saying, okay, well,
how much
here is some rough, equivalent value of these sets, and what's the rough equivalent value of what you have. It's not like oh, hey, I'll trade you 1-for-1 Ninjago to Star Wars sets without any other consideration, right? You have to give the value some consideration. Yeah. Otherwise, inevitably, someone's getting the short end of a stick.
And I get that, but it's also you guys in general are aware of, it's not like you're trading a Death Star for a friend's treehouse. You know what I mean? Like you guys.
Which I will trade all the friends' treehouses for those Death Stars, just in case anyone's got those.
And maybe the person receiving the friend sets is like, "Oh my gosh, I couldn't wait to get me his treehouse."
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know how to look on eBay.
That was actually a really fun set to build.
Yeah, that's fair. I know what you're talking about there. We used to have a few of those. I think I parked them all out there. I mean, we
don't
still
touch my elf sets.
The elf sets we're not touching. What else we got here? We got the stud says he's tired. He's planning on getting the garden soon, so I have to that to look forward to. I have not gotten the Ninjago City Gardens yet.
Gosh, I'm so slow. I thought you meant like in a garden. I said where in my mind I'm like, where are they nice enough that they're putting in a garden already?
Oh, I mean that there's people from everywhere.
I mean, I get that. But.
Yeah. That it would not surprise me if there's plenty of people that would be looking to put in a garden right now.
I can't wait to put in a garden. But anyway, Ninjago Garden. I apologize.
Yes. Oh yeah. So the Ninjago City Garden just came out. It's like the Ninjago City
Garden.
Yes. It attaches to the Ninjago City though, right? So they keep making this one set. They started off with this Ninjago City. It's a monstrous set that I have.
Jim Blaine have all of the city?
He does.
All like put together?
I think so. I'm pretty sure he built the gardens and put it together. I know he ordered it day one. He hasn't done many videos.
But I mean like the whole city. The city that you're talking about? Like they have a whole city built?
So Ninjago City's all one set. A mammoth set. And then you get the city docks and it adds onto it. And then the newest one that came out is Ninjago Gardens, which also adds onto it.
Noob.
And so I've got the first two. I have not picked up the gardens yet. My main reason is I bought a lot of Lego the month it came out or the time range that it came out in. And so I already had all the gift with purchases in essence that were available at that point. So I figured, well, the set's going to be out for a while. The docks is still out. So I might as well wait until I can get a different gift with purchase with it. So on the list, haven't got it yet. So we got
so Scott,
the stud says he needs to make time to go sledding soon. Did he?
He went down the hill on his butt. It is not a ski hill. He rode down on his butt, not on the sled. Not
on the sled, but he went down on his butt. All right. Thank goodness for snow pants. Titanium says the golden figs are great. I have all of them so far, and I'll have to get the sets with Zane and Naya in the summer. So is that what it is? They only released, I think, 3 or 4 golden figs so far, and then they got a couple more coming out soon.
I have gold paint now. We can make that.
You do.
We can fix
Don't
that.
touch. Do not touch any
of my
stuff.
You want gold?
No,
mini?
no gold minis.
Gold.
Nope. Stud says I need Woo, and I'm thinking about just bricklinking the Zane and Naya figures this summer. Yeah, see, I don't think I care about the minifigs enough to just purchase those.
Maybe if they were dolls.
If they were elves dolls.
No, if they were the minifigure dolls.
Yeah, I know. The mini dolls, the elves ones.
Elves?
The elf sets had.
I know, but I'm saying if it was in it.
Okay, I think we're saying the same thing.
Because Friends had dolls.
You got some schmut on your top of your nose. You got some green paint.
Oh, green paint.
You've been in there sniffing that jar.
Probably.
Titanium says Ninjago Gardens is a beautiful set. I built it right before I went off to college. That's awesome. Congrats on the college, by the way.
Yeah, no kidding.
What are you going for?
Yeah.
Maybe not the wear. The wear might be.
Why?
I don't know. Feel free to share what you're.
I'm not going to stalk the stud. Well,
you might. You might.
Should be messaging on Facebook.
Says, the stud says I'm heading off to college this August.
Oh,
I need to be more picky with my Lego purchases. That's fair.
Where and what are you going to college for?
Titanium says, yeah, I know what you mean, the stud. What will you be studying? Oh, okay. So good. I'm interested in what both of you guys are going to be studying.
Yeah. And just a side note, they're going off to college, which means we are old. We're old.
Whatever.
We're old.
Everyone's old to somebody.
That's true. Scott said something the other day about, who was he talking about? It was a friend of ours and how old they were. And I was like,
one of our friends?
Yeah. I was like, oh, wow. That means he thinks that.
Huh.
Yeah. Let me think about it and I will.
Yeah, I'm curious who that might have been.
He was like, yeah, they're so old. Like, oh.
Kids say anything.
I'm about to be 40. So.
Yeah, you're getting pretty old. Is it time to trade you in for a new model yet?
Oh boy.
That's okay. I don't want to have to get someone else used to and familiar with my
Yeah, you think any other younger girl's gonna have less mood swings and drama than me? At least you know my quirks. That you don't talk to me when I'm hopping around the house. Keep your eyes down. Don't make eye contact.
Yep.
Learn that one. Don't make eye contact.
Mm-hmm. Truth. How is this supposed to go?
Like
you think that's what that's
waving
supposed to do?
a red flag in front of the
so
bull?
we can, because it can't go past that. I mean, it's got
That's
a face
weird.
that way, right?
I don't know.
Very weird.
Some of their stuff you don't realize until after
Mhm.
it's put together, like the door thing.
Hey, another sticker.
I'm getting all the stickers.
Well, you're gonna have a fair amount because it looks like they're all these bricks, and the
That
next
means
one's gonna be
you're
the wall as well.
already giving me credit for that. I'm probably gonna be building a bag tomorrow.
I am confident that you're gonna build a bag tomorrow.
As long as I don't eat for the rest of the day.
What? Don't be crazy. Yeah, this was my reward for what was it? 16.4 pounds total loss so far. That's what it said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 16.4.
Okay, what do we got? We got some
business marketing. Oh, good.
So psychology for Titanium J.
Nice.
Business marketing for the stud. Dream is to be the market expert for the Lego group.
Nice.
That would be awesome. Titanium's in his second year of college at the moment. He started feeling old when Ninjago hit 10 years. Yeah, it's crazy when you start putting big numbers on something that you've always enjoyed. Yeah, that definitely
what kind of psychology for Titanium J?
And then the stud said, nice, I'm interested in experiencing the dorm life. Hopefully I have a little room to build and display a few sets. So, hopefully you stay interested in the hobby still at that point.
Yeah. I think it's cool now, like the 3M adhesive things or like the command hooks, because you can, on those cement walls in the dorms, right? You can just pop up a command hook, 2 of them, put a little slab of 2x4 on there or whatever.
Yeah, that's a little, I mean, I know that you live by these command hooks as they're all over our house, but I also see where, you know, random places where paint has ripped off underneath them because
it's a brick wall.
And I'm not saying that they should have concern over the brick wall. If you're going to put a Lego set on it, though, should that happen to fall?
Drop test.
Yeah, and I'm pretty confident no one here would be all that interested in seeing their sets fall to the ground.
Well, no, you're not on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't intentionally do that to anything.
Yeah, and I'm not saying intentional. I don't think I would put my
the risk.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It would give you something to build again. Like, oh man, I'm out of sets. I wish I had something to build. Crash. Well, I guess I know what I'm doing now for the next 4 hours.
I don't know. If you want to display it.
I don't bring much Lego with me to the dorm. I have been buying the Ninjago Epic Battle sets while I'm here since they're small and cheap. Are the Epic Battle sets the new replacement, the little small $10 ones? Where it's like a single figure versus somebody. I'm real curious to know if those are like the, what are they called? The spinners. I was not a big fan of spinners, but I know a lot of people were. I couldn't manage to get those things to work worth a darn. Now that being said, the spinners apparently are doing pretty well in the aftermarket, at least a couple of them. the Lloyd versus Lord Garmadon actually appears to be quite valuable. I think at like 40 some $50 or something like that for a $20 set, and I think it just retired.
I might have to leave you and go snuggle the baby.
Said, yeah, they're the latest $10 Ninjago sets, 2 figures in each. Okay, that's good to know that you're enjoying those. Yeah, our little one's not feeling very well today. Which I guess I don't remember if I said it on the stream or not, but this morning we just laid there and watched Bolt. Scott put Bolt on TV on the Disney Channel, or Disney Plus. And we watched that, and Luke, who usually does not snuggle, I do need those pieces. It didn't tell me that in the bag. I'll be right back. Luke just laid there on top of me the whole time snuggling, which was super cute.
He's laying in bed, just kind of.
Yeah, he's still laying there. Right? Mm-hmm. Hopefully he gets a little bit of rest.
I did read your comment, Titanium J, about what area of psychology. There's a lot to it, so at least you'll be able to narrow it down later if you want to. I'm a nurse, and so we learned a little bit of psychology stuff, and that was really interesting. Huge expand of information, but it's nice learning that kind of stuff. So hopefully it's fun for you.
We're getting close here. It looks like I've got 4 pillars to build, and then I'm probably wrapped.
Yeah, Bolt was a good movie. It's really cute.
Mm-hmm.
I like that movie. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of really good kid movies. And when you look back at like what we used to watch,
I think a lot of those hold up though. And don't get me wrong, there's some that are really like
yeah.
But like Aladdin, I think held up great.
Oh yeah, well yeah, because
Hercules, I think was really good, although a little slower than what I remember when Scott and I mean, some of it just feels slow when you're dealing with a 6-year-old's patience level too. It's like, oh boy.
He doesn't sit to watch much.
No. Although he sat there and watched every last bit of Bolt and was just calm as can be. He made a point to say that he had some tears here and there.
Aww.
Which, makes sense.
Yeah.
And there were a couple sad parts in the movie. But yeah, it was good. I think he's getting better about some of those things. We should do another family movie night here soon. That would be good. Stay up a little late.
What did we watch? It was Guardians of the Galaxy, right? And he was just like
glued. Was it that or no? It was Ant-Man. Was it Ant-Man?
I think our first one though was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Maybe it was. Maybe we did Ant-Man a different day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've only done a couple of those.
Yeah, so he goes to Grammy and Bumble's house every once in a while, and I think that weekend Luke went. That was his first stay over. Mm-hmm. So we were able to have, I think, 2 nights of movies.
Yes.
With Scott, which was really awesome. Nice. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was fun.
But Grammy was tapped out from Scott, so this last time she was like, "Yeah, I need a little bit of a break."
Yeah. Like so.
And Grammy, we know you're gonna watch this. We understand.
When's Luke coming over? Well.
All right.
I'm glad they have that relationship with your parents.
Oh no, stickers. Stickers, and then we get to put it on the building.
Oh, I thought you weren't going to put it on the building.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was a part of the set.
I'm glad that it is, so it's not just hanging out.
So Titanium missed out on half of the 2019 spinners. I think I got a couple. I'll let you know which ones once I pull them out. I know that I've got a few.
There are a lot of things I want to build.
Stud says, also, I'm jealous of you guys building the Disney castle. I've been holding off from buying it for years because I wanted to buy it on my next Disney trip, which has been pushed back twice.
Well, aren't they going to jack up that price, though? Like, would you buy it at Disney? I don't know how that works. Do they increase the prices there, or do they have like a baseline price?
I don't know about at Disney, but if you go to Disney Springs where they have a Lego store, I'm pretty confident that would just be whatever standard retail price, because I think it's a Lego store in the Disney Springs area.
Gotcha.
So that would be.
I wasn't sure if it was like, oh, well,
you do have to rely on it being in stock though at the store.
That's true.
Which, you know, I think right now for a lot of these larger sets, I'm not sure I would rely on it being in stock.
Why has it been pushed back twice because of COVID and all that, or? I don't think that it's really been on our radar, but we have young ones, so I know a lot of people take young kids to Disney, but that does not sound like fun to me.
No.
Especially
I feel like you gotta,
and you have to wear the masks even outside the entire time.
I think if both of them were Scott's age, I would maybe be okay with that. I think he's at a good age for it, but I think that the unfortunate part is that he kind of almost has to wait now because of it.
I mean, but if and when we're able to go, we could just take him.
I mean, we could.
But I think your parents want to go too. Which is why we were going to do the Disney cruise.
Yeah, Disney cruise is high on our list.
Because they would not do well.
They couldn't do it out there
at the amusement park.
And neither could we, even with somebody watching them. It wouldn't be whatever.
It would be a lot in the stroller. And
so here we go. Here's the wall in essence that it built. And then on the inside, really all we got is these little shields here, which I found that they put them in the, whatever you call it, the pin pieces, because then they can move.
Yeah, but that's, I think that's
but they've got other pieces that you could have used, I think, that maybe would have allowed them to stay still. Mind you, I'm not trying to tell this designer how to do his stuff, because clearly, they're way more successful at this than me and creative. Okay, so it looks like it goes behind here. I don't.
Which is funny because every single picture in this house is crooked.
You learn to cope.
Yeah. What's important.
Yeah. Here we go.
Poor little guy.
So here we got it.
It's awesome.
One Disney Castle wall coming soon. Second wall, and I don't know what's beyond there. And it looks like I'm gonna guess that whoever builds that next wall is pretty much most of the rest of the stickers. And
I think you should probably just do it.
No,
we'll save it for when you.
What's that?
The next wall.
Oh, have me do the next wall?
Yeah.
Well, we can't skip the bag if you earn one and I don't. That's crazy talk. Would either of you make the choice to skip bag 6, move on to bag 7, build that, and then go back?
Living life on the edge, baby.
These are these crooked drawings just talking about.
Pictures,
whatever. Yeah, did I miss
guidelines? They're just guidelines.
The stud said his family used to go every 2 years, but didn't have time for it in 2018.
Oh, okay.
Couldn't go last year for obvious reasons. Looks great. The base looks ginormous. It is a very large set.
It's really big.
I mean, I don't know how to compare. I mean, foam. It's a big set for sure. Okay. Well, hey, I appreciate the two of you stopping in, saying hi, and chatting with us a little bit.
Yeah.
Hopefully you had a good time. I think we're gonna go and get the little one settled back down a little bit, and I need to figure out what I'm gonna do next for the store side of things. Whether I'm gonna part out some more sets, or whether I'm going to take more photos and list stuff.
I think you should list stuff.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you two for stopping in.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Hopefully you had a good time here, and stay tuned tomorrow for another update, and we'll see. I think it'll be tomorrow. We're gonna record the video tomorrow.
We have to. We've been doing it on Tuesday nights because we forget, and then he has to go work, and then it's So we have to.
Yeah, we need to at least record tomorrow, even if it goes up Tuesday due to work and stuff. That would be better than throwing it up crazy late on Tuesday.
Yeah, so that's true.
Anyways.
Have a good day, you guys.
Bye, you guys. Thanks.
See you in the next video.
Bye.